icebreaker sa bata. Kasi, they like to play. Especially yung mga bata natin na 4 to 8 years old. Nahilig yan sa play. So, yung aking icebreaker, I call it line up according to your plan. So, ako magbibigay nun. But before I do that, i-group ko muna kayo into 4. Kasi yung workshop ko is about a case study. Yeah? I think from kaninang umaga, you have already touched base so many talks tungkol sa RAP. Ano nga ulit ibig sabihin ng RAP? Ano yung first talk kanina? Everybody can remember? Yung speaker natin si Nico? So, ano yung first talk natin kanina? I will ask you that question. Are you ready to rock in KFC?
Yes!
Amen. So, dun sa first talk natin, you were taught the importance of reaching out for kids. Yeah? And you have been empowered today how to become full-fledged KFC facilitators. Yung sa sumunod na talk natin is all about rock solid foundation. So, sa talk na to, it's more about building relationships with Jesus before we start reaching out with kids. And then later on, we learn to understand deeper ang KFC vision and how are we going to live out the 7 core values of KFC. Why am I touching all of these talks? Kasi related siya dun sa workshop na gagawin natin today. It's more of an actual, it's more of a hands-on, it's more of our own experiences. Later on, kapag naging part na kayo ng aming KFC monthly activities, how are you going to handle kids? Yung mga nagtatantrums, yung mga spoiled brats. Yeah? Yung mga batang matitigas ang ulo. Kasi they have different personalities eh. Di ba sa family, yung magkakapatid, magkakaiba yan ng character, magkakaiba ng pag-uugali. Hindi pare-pareho. So, for you, ate and kuyas of SFC and YFC, it's very important for us to understand the kids and how we become very effective KFC facilitators. Yan ang didiscuss natin ngayon sa ating case. It's sa aking workshop. So, going back dun sa game ko, i-group ko kayo into 4. Tayo muna tayo, please. Yeah? So, kanina nag-iisip ako nung nabigay yung pangalan sa team eh. Actually, yung isang brother sabi, hindi mo nga yung pangalan ng mga movies. But since we're all nasa KFC ministry tayo, so gawin natin yung cartoon. So, magkakilala na ba kayo? Everybody? Sige pa. Sige. Let's count 1 to 4 muna. Let's start from Ate Josette. 1, 2, 1, 2, Kuya 3, 3.
One, two.
3, 4, 1,
2.
Ate.
4.
1, 2, 3,
4.
lahat ng 1 dito. Lahat ng 2, lahat ng 3, lahat ng 4. Go!
It says here.
according to your blank. So ako magsasabi, kung sino yung unang makakabuo ng linya, according to what, anong category yung sasabihin, ay ang winner. Yeah? So,
I'm so short and
hindi na sorry,
Kita ka.
So, Sherry na lang.
like my third time.
Oh, I need the help of the
So bro.
So, kailangan nakalinya according to the category na sasabihin ko. I will give you tatlong first three, yun ang panalo. First three. Okay. Get ready. Mga kids, are you ready? Yes. Okay. Ate and Kuya, line up according to your age.
Malapit ako sa sinumaling ng edad. Ang pagsinungaling katamaan ng edad.
Ates and Kuyas, line up according to your shoe size. Okay, next. Kuya and ate, parang dalawa na pinag-group natin eh. Wake up! Yung kabilang grupo. Okay. Line up according to your, sorry sisters, waistline.
Ngayon po, nakapila kayo sa Sumalis Party. Kaya nagsimaligod kayo din yan eh. Okay na alam ko nila. Ipupunin kami ng passion.
Sino na may score? 1-1-1.
according to your month of birth. So, I want you to stay with your group. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, sorry. I want you to form a circle. Magkakaroon tayo ng discussion. Yeah. I have 4 different case studies na distribute sa inyo. Okay, 1, 2, 4. One.
Napakalanan na nila.
Group 3. Group 4.
Okay. Ito kung gagawin natin. Meron akong prepare na 4 na pieces. So, different scenarios. I want you to read over the case and discuss it among your group and share possible solutions dun sa case, sa scenarios na na-assign sa group. So, I'll give you around 5 minutes to discuss. And then let's make it interactive in itong workshop nito. And share our thoughts, our views, our experiences para dun sa mga ate o kuya na naging facilitator na sa monthly games activities. Alright? Okay. So, paki-group. Your time starts now. Thank you.
We have to tell crying. This one of Kuya, he starts crying, and then how would you handle it? But you just like force these boundaries. So like, that's all we have.
You have to kailangan niyo magkaroon ng solution yun sa case study. The solution is the request.
Maybe you can suggest what you want next week. You know, it's hard for you. These are right. Possible solution.
It's fried.
It's good. You can go like it's good for you.
You'll find solution to your case, and then you discuss it. Tapos somebody, basta may isang magre-represent and then we will discuss. Yeah? Ano bang case nyo? Case E? Nagkaki na ko nila yan. Okay. Kaya lang kasi medyo kulang tayo sa oras. But we will try to stress dun sa mga possible solutions. And then we share. Yeah? We'll make it interactive.
Behind the line, you can say it's good to them, and that's the only food you have. So just if you go like, maybe you can suggest something like first.
That's very fast. As a
You didn't know what you said.
I just said I would.
But I think first you have to ask the kid why he's crying or why that he or she doesn't value. Yeah. Then ask if he or she wants that. Exactly. Yes. Do you want something else for next meeting? And be concerned basically. Ask them why and what. Yes. Why this is like he might have an allergy or something.
Maybe he or she has her own bowel.
My sister was like, oh, I want this here. I don't like it there. Think of solutions. Maybe you just get to KFC if like they give you something you didn't like. But then
Easy.
yeah. If they give you something you didn't like, and you were that crying, what would you want to hear? No, what do you want us to hear? What do you want to hear from us, basically? Do you want to say we're sorry or something like that? Go play with the... Here's your new amenities.
Some pizza just wants some sort of pamphlet.
You want me to feed you, and you're like 12 years old.
Or you can have a racer.
So who's gonna come in? It's so weird, like...
You are sharing ideas.
Yeah.
Because the two all of us are just the two of you. Or two of you. Okay, kayo na sa
Yung case 3 is for senior kid yan. Diba yung sharing the problem? Okay. Sharing the problem.
What are you doing? No, they were first bag. Most of them. One from the... They were Let it be Mark or let it be
Yeah, here's the
Okay, how many more minutes?
I told you.
Last 2 minutes. Okay.
What is it?
Nakakatuwa yung mga ganito kasi sabi ng isa sa akin, no sleep is so why isip ka na kausap. Ano pa kaya pag-isip?
Do you want McDonald's? Right here.
You can also sing for sing.
Okay, so what's the solution? Yes, you give him sit next to them. The junior. The junior. Yeah. So sit next to them, talk to them, ask them why. Comfort them in a way like pat their back, stop crying first, then ask them about the food. Like trick them. No, we can't trick them. Tell me like that. They're like, what are you doing to my daughter? Oh, and don't forget the part where you can ask them what they would like. Next to them. What do you usually do when you see a kid? Like you sit next to them, right, and you talk to them. At the front.
Then ask them.
Yeah, I guess that's. I think asking them it's also relief. Basically, we need to. No, you have to sit next to them. We like it when you sit next to us. You're like you're tall and then you're like, no, like you have to look down and all that. Trying to get over.
Let's make it a phone.
No, we go like, would you like to eat this? Like, sorry, it's good for you, whatever they give it.
It's just easy about
Okay, pretend to sit down.
Hey, I'm very conscious of time.
Pretend he's the crying.
you need acting answer.
We have to act? Yeah, we have to act.
And then you have to like when we were
One,
at least we can show me.
Okay, wait, so
These two.
we will see.
One is the kid and one is the
oh, no, you can be the kid.
Okay, he's the brat.
Yeah, but you see, we have to pretend to be rat.
So you'll give the
Basta yung
Who's the actor?
maybe we can group yourself according to kung ano yung group mo. You stay into 1, 2, 3. Para ma-identify natin each group. So, yung team lead ng bawat group will come here. Tinip na yung assigning case. And then, he will share kung ano yung mga possible solutions in case. And then we will try to process it. Kung ano ba yung tamang approach na dapat natin gawin as KFC facilitators. Yeah. It's very important kung paano approach ang dapat natin gawin sa mga bata kasi they're very young. Anything we say to them, really, register sa mind nila. They will never forget. So we really have to be loving and extra careful on things that we share, we tell to the kids during our KFC monthly activities, especially pag may group discussion na nila. Okay, so to start off, roll. Ano ba si team? Sorry. Si Brother Arnel.
Abner.
Brother Abner.
In behalf of Group 1, next our please. There is one kid who attends to our KFC monthly activity regularly. We know that when this kid arrives, he always makes tantrums, cries, and he sits in one corner not interested in joy. As a concerned KFC facilitator, how will you pacify the kid and encourage him to participate in the activity so that in the next succeeding activities he will no longer make a scene? The group has come up with this solution. The first step we do is we approach the child, and the second, recognize what is problem. The third step, encourage the kids to join or participate in the activities. The fourth is motivate by giving him responsibilities. The fifth, play with him and have fun. And the sixth is appreciating his effort or giving rewards to older people. That's it.
Okay. Bale, pakihawak mo siya. I would encourage everybody to share their thoughts and views on scenario na to, not only this group. So may mga binigay na possible solution ng group 1 dun sa case natin. Bro, can I see that? So, bali, ang scenario nila is that may isa raw bata na regular siya kumain ng KFC. Yeah? Pero itong bata na ito, pag dumarating siya, pinanaslit sa Tagalog. So, good eh. So, nagtatantrum siya, umiyak siya. Actually, in reality, may mga ibang bata talaga na meron silang separation anxiety sa mga parents nila, or especially to their moms. This age, nag-range sa mga batang, yung mga hindi pa talaga nag-start for school, like 4 years old, to yung mga junior kids natin, basically. So, ano pa, may mga nabigay na possible solution ng one. Is there anything you'd like to add sa nasabi nila? Any thoughts, any views, even to our parent coordinators, they can also share their thoughts and views. Ano to, i-pick up, may mga ibang bata naman na nagbe-break even lang sila. Parang, pag, di ba normally sa bata, pag bago yung environment, mahihain sila eh. O, yung iba, tinadaan sa iyak, talaga sa kawala sa parents nila. Diba? Parang nagbe-break even lang sila. After a while, okay na sila. Diba? So, to close and to end this workshop, my take on this is we as KFC facilitators, we need to invest in our hearts, in our minds, we have a responsibility sa mga bata when we are with them during KFC activities, na hindi pwedeng sasabihin mo sa bata yung bagay na hindi ka naman sigurado na yun nga ang pwede ang sasabihin mo sa kanya. So, kasi mga bata mabilis sila, para silang, ano mo yun, yung sponge. Nakukuha nila lahat ng sasabihin mo, and they will remember that. So, we have to be very extra careful. So, very importantly, kailangan din natin pag-aralan yung ating core values sa KFC. Alam niyo ba yung 7 core values ng Kids for Christ? Yes! Can you enumerate them? 7 of them.
Opo.
Prayerful, loving, obedient, respectful, diligent, generous, and honest. mga kapatid, kung meron kayong mga tanong, please don't hesitate to ask. Yes, Tita.
I just want to, since it's a case study analysis, we just want to inform all of you kuyas and ates that with all these cases, that if you will experience that in the future, in our future activities, don't hesitate to come to us or the couple coordinators, because we have couple coordinators assigned to each of the kids. So if any unusualities that you feel that you have to talk that to us, just tell us, because we do the follow up with the parents. Okay? That's why whatever values we teach the kids in the KFC activity, we want the parents to reinforce those teachings, especially in their respective homes. So do not hesitate to approach any of us when you feel that the issue should be informed to the parents of the kids. That's all.
Okay, yun lang po mga kapatid. I hope meron kayong natutunan sa workshop natin na ito. And the next workshop and talk. Salamat for your time and for listening. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, Tita Risa. But before you stand, ganito lang, ano? In KFC, we are not really a child psychologist. Actually,
For us, kasi ang ating objective is for the kids to enjoy. Ang goal natin is mapasaya natin ang mga bata. They will always look forward to attend to our KFC monthly activity. Na happy sila, hindi sila natatakot, hindi sila nahihiya, mabibuild yung confidence nila. Yeah? Hindi yung pagdating doon nagtatantrums, umiiyak, ayaw sumama sa'yo. I've actually consulted our area head and asked her for some possible solution dun sa case study na pinag-prepare. And this is what I'd like to share with everyone. Ang sabi ni Tita Mili, it's very important that we reach out to the kid. Tamang sinabi ng kapatid. Reach out to the kid and let us focus on him. Kasi normally pag dumarating yung, alam mo na yung batang yung nagtatantrums pag dumarating. So, give him an assurance na hindi siya nag-iisa, na si ate, si kuya will be there with you all the time, all throughout the activity. And napaka-importante na hindi natin iniiwan yung bata during the activity. Kung halimbawa umiiyak siya, nagtatantrum siya. Worst scenario na hindi talaga siya makakawala sa parents, we can ask the parents to stay, pero dun lang siya sa likod. But we will ask the help of the mother or the father na turuan yung bata na mag-separate sa kanila during the activity. At the same time, it is also a good approach na alamin natin kung ano yung interest ng bata.
It's so weird, we're gonna like zoom in.
Nakakasabay ka sa level niya. For example,
smart.
si Peter, pangalan ng bata, mahilig siya kay Benten. Probably yung mga
So blurred. I know, it's so cool.
Try to know more about Benten. So para by the time na dumating yung bata yung activity, by the time merong ma-share sa kanya. No.
Is it possible to remove this box?
I really like Benten. Importante rin daw yung kung paano tayo makipag-usap sa mga bata.
I'm taking a video for shoes.
Pwedeng akong ate, siya yung bata. You have to stoop down sa their level para maging magaan daw ang loob niya sa atin. Kasi importante
It's on the LCD.
makapasok tayo sa bata.
Now we can zoom in here.
In his world, not our own world.
Now we can.
So, yun.
Yeah, it's very blurred.
Yun
But
din
you can
yung
still see
share
it.
ko. Pero actually,
Is it
yung mga
possible to
nasabi
remove
ko
this
na
box?
ninyo kapatid, these are good
Yeah, I'll take a video of those people.
Pero yun nga,
Sure.
napaka-importante na mag-focus tayo dun sa bata na may ganung concern. Para later on, pag may mga susunod na tayong activity, yung bata will be excited, hindi na siya yung magkakaroon ng separation anxiety from his parents. Kasi he knows, pagdating niya sa KFC, meron siyang ate and kuya na makakasama niya. Although, hindi naman all throughout nandun yung ate and kuya na yun. But then, slowly, we will let go. Kasi madali naman turuan ng mga bata actually. Madali silang mag-pick up ng mga bagay-bagay na natututunan nila. So, more importantly, we have to give them the assurance para hindi sila natatakot or hindi sila nahihiya, mabibuild at the same time yung confidence din nila sa sarili nila. Amen? Amen. Okay. So we move on. As we get into Jay.
Actually, based sa observations ko lang, especially for this kind of field, is yung kung may separation anxiety, is yung familiarity. That's why it is a challenge for the coordinators, especially for the kuya and ate. For example, this month, you will be available you will be in that activity. Especially yung mga kids na to, parang kayong magiging nila dun eh. Yung, for example, hinawakan ko na siya this month, and next month, wala yung face niyo. So parang another anxiety na naman. That's why, really, it's a challenge for the coordinators na pagka talaga nag-yes kayo sa activity natin, because you have to think na nandun si Micaela na baka magkantom sa siya, nakuha na niya yung trust ko. So, yun yung mayaan ko lang na sana na maging constant tayo. Hindi yung pwedeng palit-palit kasi malilito lang yung bata.
Good point.
Tsaka add ko lang kasi parang maglo-look forward kasi sila pag alam nilang ikaw yung kunya, gusto na-home na loob niya. Parang pag may activity sa susunod, parang mag-look forward yan, ay, nakita ko na naman si Kuya. Matututo naman ako sa kanya ng continue, parang gano'n.
Very important din mga kapatid na we build relationship with the kids. Yung makuha natin yung trust nila. So they feel comfortable. Yung mga bata mababaw lang ng kaligayahan. Actually, like yung sinishare yung 360 na yun kanina, na may mga tanong sila na out of this world. Kahit tayo mismo, mga adult, we find difficulty finding answers to those questions. So we don't really underestimate them. They are very, very intelligent kids.
Sabi mo nga, pero dapat i-put down your level.
Yes, exactly. Very important. So kung paano natin sila kinakausap, in a way na dun sa talk ni Tito Glenn, na yung same language ba? Same language. Para magkakaintindihan tayo. Yeah? So, okay. So we go on to group number 2.
Go Earth! Go Earth! Yes! Sorry.
Bakit nagsalita niyo na sa English, ha?
Or representing yes, our case study was during a group discussion, you noticed that this kid wanted to talk and answer all your questions. How will you handle it? We came up with one answer.
Which is your answer?
Kuya Earl lang, may sagot. Yeah, let's hear it, Kuya Earl.
So, our answer was, if there was a person, we'd call him Mr. Know-it-all or a hyperactive kid. We'd arrange the group into a circle. Then ask the question, either from clockwise or anti-clockwise. And then if the kid still wants to answer all the questions, you have to be patient. Tell him to will come to you, or you have to see hear what others have to say, and or one of the adults told that if you want to really organize a group, you'd let the kid first answer what he wants, so that he could be at ease or content to what you want to say. So the solution would be like, let others first before him.
What's the issue?
Okay. Anything more you want to add, Kuya Earl? Yung mga kapatid natin from another group. Ay, sorry. Any more questions?
That's it.
Okay. Very typical tong scenario na to. Like, for example, di ba may storytelling tayo sa mga juniors. So yung storyteller natin, a lot of times, nag-throw siya ng question sa mga bata. Talagang, alam mo, maraming KLC na bibo. Super bibo talaga. Very smart, very confident. They will really go forward. Hindi mo na mahawakan yung mic pag nahawakan na nila. Be careful. Yun yung mga bata very smart talaga. So, or for example naman, during the group discussion, nakikita natin sila na may isang bata na yun katulad itong case na to. Siya lang ang gustong daldalan na dal. Pero yung ibang bata, quiet na lang sila, hindi na sila nagkaroon ng chance to share their thoughts. Paano natin i-handle yun? In a way na hindi natin ma-offend yung bata na very, very hyper and very willing to share his thoughts. First of all, we need to acknowledge yung kanyang mga sinasabi. Very important. Na-acknowledge natin siya, i-praise natin yung bata in a very polite and nice way para hindi naman, para ma-feel naman niya na-acknowledge ko ano yung sinasabi niya. At the same time, in a very polite and nice way, we have to tell this boy or this girl na ganun pa rin yung tono ng salita natin. Very important yung tono ng pananalita natin sa mga bata na you stoop down to their level. Kapag sinabi natin sa kay Patrick, oh Patrick, maganda yung sinasabi mo, anak, sweetheart, darling. It's very nice, it's true. Okay, let's hear from another kid. What about you, Vince? What can you say? May mga ibang bata, pag tinanong mo naman, ano lang, very, very limited lang sa yes or no yung sasabihin nila. So, andun yung pagkakataon din natin na ano tawag dito, yung mag-try to take out the, bring out the best from the kid. Kung paano din sila mag-share at the same time. Na para hindi lang sila nakaupo doon tahimik. So everybody will get the chance to share their thoughts, their views. So, kasi hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin sa batang na siya lang yung daldal na, oh, tama ka na, hindi ka na pwede. Si ano naman, hindi pwedeng ganun approach. Kasi masasaktan naman yung feeling ng batang yon. So, the right approach is that we acknowledge him kung ano yung sinasabi niya, yung sinishare niya, and then we try to divert to another kid na nasa grupong discussion. Pero may mga ibang bata kahit nasabi mo na, lalapit pa rin yun at siya rin
Right, let's see. Can I try?
Pero in a very
I think it's
polite
this
way,
side.
we have to tell him, yes, sweetheart, we heard about what you're saying, or Patrick, maybe we can
Maybe
ask
it's not.
Vincent
I just hear that one.
In a way na hindi mapapahiya yung bata. Hindi natin iniisip, hindi natin minawalang bahala kung ano man yung na-share niya sa group discussion.
Yeah, perfect.
Meron kang bang gusto mag-share about their thoughts and
Oopsies.
tungkol dun
To
sa
the ceiling.
case number
It's okay.
4? 1, 2, 3. So now we move on to case number 3. Sino po ang ating teammate sa case number 3? Dito, 3. Dito, 4 eh. 3. Dito. Kina ating Hekyo na team. 4 sila. Kayo 3. Oh, puro YFC, oh.
Because he's with 4.
Hey. Yeah. It's yellow.
Sorry,
It's okay, Kuya.
No problem.
According to our situation we're having, since I raised my hand because from some question that who attended the KFC activity. It was kind of I was surprised that I was reminded myself by that kid that said that about his problem, that she wanted to get something but never had the chance to have permission to the owner. So I think that came to my mind that we have to think one of my very childhood about this or her problem. So we had the same thing but different, but in a different kind of sequences. I did handle what I had. I had to do what I had to do, so I can't explain the story to that happened to me.
Itong scenario na to, Kuya. Okay. And, yung shinare bang problem nung bata, was it very sensitive problem?
I want the story to be like he or she's curious about it. So that she will
Parang humihingi siya ng payo, is it like
Something to that. Okay. Sige, Kuya. Actually, just to ulitin ko lang yung sinasabing case natin. During our KFC Monday activity, one of the kids approached ate or host Kuya from YFC or KFC. And to Kuya and Ate's surprise, the kid shared a problem about his family. Yung sinasabi niyang problema is his brothers, sisters at home, his siblings, is always fighting with him. So out of nowhere, actually, diba, if you know, ito mostly, itong case ito, applicable siya sa senior kids. Kasi much older sila, so mas sensitive sila sa mga ganitong issue. So, normally kasi ang mga bata, sabi nila, they don't see what others perceive of them. Parang, it's more of yung nakikita lang nila. So, bawa, lumapit yung isang bata sa iyo, sa ate, sa kuya. First time yung napaghinga ng problema ng bata, what is their right approach to the kid na dapat natin gagawin. Very importantly, we need to listen to them. Kasi siguro at that time, kailangan lang niya ng kausap. It may not be a very, depende kung ano yung problema yung shinare niya sa inyo.
Walang bao.
Ay, best way nito, hindi kaya yun.
Nag-post na kasi
Bankload. So, halimbawa, sinasabi ng bata nag-aaway daw siya palagi ng ate at kuya niya sa bahay. Hindi siya happy. Yung mga, minor typical concern ng mga kanyang age. First of all, napaka-importante nga makikinig tayo sa kanila. Kasi at that time, they just wanted somebody to listen to them at that time. And after we listened to them, we could also inject to them yung tinuturo sa KFC na core values. Probably, we could ask the kid, bakit ba lagi kayo nag-away ng ate kuya niyo sa bahay? Or probably sinasabi niya sa'yo, stop playing basketball here in the sala. You will break some things. E di ba yung mga bata, makulit yan eh, kahit na ilang beses mo na silang sabihin paulit-ulit, gagawin at gagawin pa rin nila yun. Kasi hindi nila nakikita kung ano yung nakikita natin. Ang naisip lang nila, sinasabi natin sa kanila, don't do this. Yun lang. Parang sinasabi natin sa kanila, hindi mo yun pwedeng gawin. Pero we need to explain to them bakit hindi mo siya pwedeng gawin. Ano yung consequences na posibleng maharapin nila pag ginawa na yun is yung bagay na yun na tinuturo sa kanilang huwag nilang gawin. So, pwede rin naman posible mag-share yung bata about their parents fighting all the time. Medyo, sensitive issue. So, for the ate and kuyas in YFC and KFC, very important, you need to call the attention of parent coordinators para ma-brought up natin sa mami and daddy nila. Kasi in this kind of scenario or this kind of problem sa bahay, ang naapektuhan yung mga bata. So it's not good and it's not healthy. Yun nga, follow up sa bata, very important. Na ibigyan din natin sila ng focus para mag-feel naman niya na hindi siya nag-iisa. Pero kung may mga bagay na i-share sila and you don't know what to say, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-all-knowing sa kanila. Because we might be telling things na akala natin yun ang tama pero hindi naman makakabuti sa mga bata. So it's always very important that we consult the parent coordinators para aware kami kung ano ang concern ng mga bata. Kasi most of the time, pag during KFC activity, busy na lahat, you have the chance and opportunity na may bonding kayo sa mga bata. Even a very short span of time na i-spend natin sa kanila, hindi nila yun makakalimutan right here and then. Sabi nga ni Tito Chan, nasa mall siya, out of nowhere, bigla na lang lalapit sa kanyang mga bata. Kasi he is remembered by the kids. And so are you, ate and kuya of KFC and YFC. So, napaka-importante kung paano natin i-approach, i-handle yung mga bata natin sa Kids for Christ. Yeah? Amen? Amen. Okay. Last but not least, masyadong seryoso yung usapan natin. Group number 4. Come on now. Meron bang additional notes? Si Kuya Jake. Tito Jake. Meron kang dagdag? Tita Angie. Tito Del. Ano ito? Okay, group number 4. Sige. Ate Mayen. Kuya Mark. Come on down.
Good afternoon, Atas and Kuyas. The last case we have is, it was time for the kids to have their food, and the Ate and Kuya started distributing the food, but one of the kids refuses to take the food and started crying. How will you handle it? Kuya Mark.
Solution or group is that you would sit down with the child. And we would comfort
I started
him.
already.
Then we would ask him to what he actually wants to eat because he refused the food we gave him now. Then we would say that we can give it to him next time he came for the activity, but he would have to eat the food he has now.
And I just remembered, I actually had the same experience last year. Because usually in every KFC activity we're in a group, so like for example there are 5 kids in your group, and one kid didn't want to eat the food. I think it was chicken and spaghetti. So what you can do is ask first why he or she doesn't like the food, because maybe he's allergic or something. And then if he just doesn't want to eat the food, we can eat with them. Or like for example, it's in a packed lunch. We can eat from the same food and show them that, see, I'm eating. See, it's yummy, something like that. And you can show to him, the other kids, like, see, Kuya John is eating even 2 chickens now. So you can like tell him or her that the other kids are enjoying the food. And you can also say like, as part of like comfort, that was actually part of comforting the kid. And like you can ask maybe next meeting or next month, he might have like his favorite food we can bring, or like we can suggest to the titas and titos to bring his favorite food, and then we can make colorful presentations of the food, so they'll be like they'll be excited to eat the food. Something like that.
Thank you, Ate Luyan. Kuya Mark, meron bang gusto i-add? Ibang Ate Kuyas, titos and titas. Very typical scenario yan na nangyayari sa Dream Monthly KFC activity. Yung may share sa akin ni Tita Mary was something like this. Sa pagkain din, sabi niya, may isang bata raw na umiiyak. Sabi niya, so nilapitan niya. Sabi niya, bakit ayaw mo ng pagkain, sweetheart? Sabi raw ng bata, because that's not my food. Very strong in the linguan. Sabi niya, oh, really? Why? Why did you say that? Because that food has already been eaten by somebody else. Na, yung pagkain na sinerve sa kanya. So sabi niya, sa akin yung pagkain na yan, it's not mine. Sabi ng bata. So umiyak siya, ayaw niya yun. Actually, later on, nung kinausap siya ni Tita Millie, dinala yung bata sa labas, tinanong siya, ano bang ayaw mo sa pagkain? Tapos tinanong nila, wala naman, siguro, hindi para sa kanya lang siguro yun, meron lang siguro isang bata na kumurot dun sa chicken niya. Pagdating niya, may bawas na, nung binibigyan sa kanya, ayaw na niyang kainin. Hindi natin in-encourage yung mga bata na kung ano yung gusto nila, yung masusunod. Cannot be. Diba? Kasi parang tinuturuan natin silang maging spoiled and brats. Pag tinuruan natin sila, if we tolerate that, sila rin na magsasuffer later on when they grow up. Nobody would like them. Hindi sila magkakaroon ng kaibigan. Kasi they will always insist what they want for themselves. Yung gusto lang nila, yun ang importante. So at the young age, kailangan ituro natin sa kanila. Of course, in a very polite and nice way, tama yung sinabi mo at may approach na yung kakain ka along with that kid, sabi mo, masarap naman, it's yummy, it's a nice food. Something to that effect. Again, always on the same level ng bata. Very important. Para naiintindihan nila kung ano sinasabi mo. Hindi, not in a way of approach na pagagalitan natin sila. Na yun lang yung pagkain na kakain mo. Wala ang iba. Hindi, dapat in a very polite and a loving way natin sasabihin sa mga bata. Pero maintindihan nila. Pwede mo rin i-share sa bata. Sasabihin mo, alam mo ba, sa Philippines, there are many poor children na hindi nakakakain 3 times a day. Something to that effect. For them to realize na he's very much blessed because he has something to eat now. And he eats 3 times a day or even more. Right? So, Mga kapatid,